Bolitnikoff in motion right. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. This defense for the Pats, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Both these teams last year, identical 10-7 records. Both were playoff teams that went out in the wild card round. With a big difference, last year Josh McDaniels was the offensive coordinator of the Pats. This year, he's the head man in Las Vegas. So this, a game he's definitely had circled on his calendar. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They run on 1st down with Jackson, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Raiders had 4 and 9 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards for number 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a give inside for 4. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On the give, here comes Jackson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They're going to look to throw. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Allen. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You better also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Patriots nothing.
The huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. It's a gain of a yard, and it gives the Pats a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give to Falk up the middle. To about the 40-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now a give. It's Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run with Allen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's Allen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A gain of yard makes it 3rd and 11.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Brady. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They run again with Jackson. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Brady. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They run with Jackson out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second and 2. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Dillon up the middle. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. Now swing pass for Dillon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Dillon on the inside give. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw is Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Brady now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run again with Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They run on first down with Jackson. And some room to run now. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Slot man moves right. Now Jackson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Jackson, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start right away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady going to throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. CD, for the losing side. They had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
Certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, they knocked the wind out of it.